Hi, I'm Vasundhara Rajagopal. It's that time of the year when all of us are getting ready to make kozhukkattais. Pilayar Chaturthi is just around the corner. So today I'm going to be giving you the recipe for both the sweet or the bella kozhukkattai and the salty or the ulundu kozhukkattai. And I'll also be giving you tips as to how to make the dough nice and soft. So let's get started. This is the list of ingredients for both the sweet vella kozhukkattai and the salty ulundu kozhukkattai. The rice for making the kozhukkattais has to soak for a minimum of 1 hour. Now take the soaked rice and grind it to a fine paste. For every cup of rice that you use, you need to add 2 cups of water. Now after grinding it to a fine paste, take a kadai, add 1 teaspoonful of sesame oil and transfer the rice that you have ground up, making sure that you add the required amount of water. To this, you need to add salt and start stirring. And the stirring should be done on a low flame so that the rice cooks well. This is a very important step to ensure that you get soft, smooth and pliable dough. You will know that this dough is ready when the dough is easily formed into a ball and comes away from the sides of the kadai. Transfer it now to another container, cover it and leave it aside. Take the jaggery and melt it with a little bit of water in another kadai. Melt it so that you can strain it and remove any impurities that may be there in the jaggery. Now, after putting it through a tea strainer, you need to transfer the jaggery water back into the kadai so that it continues to cook and you can make the sweet puranam. This jaggery water does not need to thicken. As soon as it comes to a rolling boil, it is ready for the next step. You can add the grated coconuts at this point in time and continue to stir till all the water has evaporated. At this point, you can add the powdered cardamom and continue stirring and cooking it, but making sure it is not overcooked, otherwise it will become very hard. Transfer it onto a plate and set it aside for cooling. Now it is time to make the ulundu filling. The urad dal or ulundu has to be soaked for 1 hour and ground to a coarse and thick paste. In another kadai, take the oil, pop the mustard seeds, add the asafoetida and then the finely chopped green chilies and curry leaves. To this, add the grated coconut and the required amount of salt and stir for about a minute or so. Now it is time to add the urad paste, and this has to cook on the stove top so that it can be made ready for filling the uppu kozhukkattais. Now add the finely chopped green coriander and transfer to another plate so that it can cool, and once it cools it will become fluffy and more suitable as a filling. Now it is time to make the sweet puranam ready for making into kozhukkattais. Make small marble sized balls and keep them ready. The ulundu filling can be made into small oval shapes so that you can make the kozhukkattais. The rice dough has to be kneaded very well now. The dough should still be warm. This is again a very important step to ensure that it doesn't crack when you make the kozhukkattais. Add the remaining sesame oil and make it into a smooth, pliable dough. Once this is ready, take small portions of it, make it into a small, thin, flat circle. In the middle of the circle, place your sweet puranam and bring the edges of the circle together like a cone. pinch off the excess rice flour dough that you may have. Now take a slightly larger amount of the dough, make it into a bigger, flat, thin circle. On one side, place the urad dal filling. Bring the other side over like a semicircle. Seal the edges. Now these need to be steamed. You can use an idli steamer or a colander like I have used. Steam it for 5 to 7 minutes, and once the kozhukkattais are ready, you'll find that they won't be sticky to touch. Do try it out and do subscribe to my channel.